So Asari said the reason why they hate him or they want to kill him is because of his expose. Listen now. And he said it was Tinubu that told him to go and do that press conference that he did inside the Asari Rock. And they have to remove all these soldiers, according to him.
He's not dead. The president that they talk about, when they talk to president, since they don't want, make we keep secret. The press conference, the president tell me to go talk to press.
Hello guys, I hope this video finds you well. A quick one. Guys, I saw a video on Meyegun's diary. I'm sure most of you know the guy they call Meyegun's diary, right? Now, he brought out a video of Asari Dokunbo, where he alleged, right, that the military, they are after him, they want to buy him. The reason why they want to buy him is this. When he had that meeting he had with Pablo Escobar at the village, remember? Now, that it was in that place he granted interview that military, they are the one that are, doing bunkering, right? Now, because of the Quagmire, or remember yesterday I said this fight, it go long, right? Now, he said Pablo Escobar was the one that asked him to go and expose the military because that period they were planning they were going to overthrow him. And I did a video that they wanted to carry out a coup against him. I did a lot of videos here on that. You understand? So that was why that is angry. He's exposing military, he's exposing Pablo Escobar. Guys, Meyegun has brought us some things in this video I did see. Credit to Meyegun's diary. Guys, please, I beg. As you watch video, just start liking the video so that Facebook and YouTube can be recommending it. I beg you. Share it, share and make everybody see it. You understand? And this thing will be saying that is going on now about this stuff, the head challenge, okay, of the chief of army staff. I pray all these guys who are lobbying to take it, but they should not lobby. They should do what they do for us, what they do for Niger and do for Burkina Faso. It's time when they take over. When they take over, beg, because military regime, the worst military regime is better than Tinubu's regime. Thank you guys. God bless you.
It seems that somehow, Alhaji Asari has been provoked again. It was actually like a day or so ago, right? And he responded to what was supposed to be the military's warning. You know, they warned him a few days ago that he should watch his mouth. All this that I think he can talk. Daring the military that he will shoot down the military, helicopters. All this if he try any nonsense, if he should try any nonsense with them, they invited him to the battlefield. They said they will kill him. We will kill you. That's what they said. That Stevie Wonder, spokesperson of Nigerian Army. Yeah, that's the guy. He said, you better watch your mouth. All this your here, right? If you dare us, or if they burn you well, come to the battlefield with us. We will kill you in a battle. Something that got a lot of us talking, like Homogao, Nigerian Army versus Niger Delta militants. So you don't turn this level. Asari Dokunbo has now spoken. They said, you are just bluffing. You are. I know you are all angry with me because I exposed you. And I didn't just do it. It was the Mr. President that told me to go ahead and grant a presser inside the Asari Rock. Remember that presser of Asari? When Asari was talking about insecurity in Niger Delta, oil bunkering in Niger Delta. And he said, the Nigerian Army is the one behind oil bunkering in Niger Delta. They are the ones responsible for stealing the crude oil in Niger Delta. It is a racket. He spoke a lot. That was last year. So he believed that the Nigerian Army, they haven't really forgiven him, which means they have been looking for a way or means to take him out. And to him, he said, even the president of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, is aware of his own capacity. That he has a capacity to take on this military if they come to his territory to challenge him. He's only kind of like respecting them because of Tinubu. That Tinubu knows. And you see that presser that he gave inside the Asari Rock, that it was on the approval of Tinubu. So if you dare me Let's start from there. He is called a Diabali, a title that Asari has created for himself in the creek of Niger Delta. Here is the first part of Federal Chats.
They should go and ask him. He's not dead. The president that they talk about, when they talk to president, since they don't want, make we keep secret.
Hang on. But let's first hear this.
You take away from the statement of that rogue officer, general at the defense headquarters. Or engaging bandits so that people can be alive and go to their farm, and he called us terrorists. He singled me out and called me terrorist. Nigerians are listening and some are happy because what is happening in these places are not happening to them. These rogue officers must be investigated and eliminated from our military if Nigeria is to move forward. My crime is that I stand by the people and defend them and make them go back to their home, go back to their farm, that they are not kidnapped. I release them. I don't know which sector of the Nigerian army is commanding that made him a major general. But it's sad that if Nigeria have such major generals. That's the problem of Nigeria. Our own is to help. And I will continue to help. What crime did I commit that a helicopter will come and fly over my houses? The houses of my fathers, my grandfathers, where my siblings were. If I had not spoken out, maybe they would have dropped because we were not expecting them. And they would have done something to my siblings and myself and those who are with me. That an unmarked helicopter can fly up and down. Nigerians should ask questions. How many places has this unmarked helicopter gone to kill people? And then a rogue major general, I don't know where it became major general, will stand and use Nigerian platform to say a citizen of this country will be murdered. And it's acceptable in Nigeria. If he's not wearing that uniform, will he have the temerity, audacity to say he will murder me?
That was the first response of Alhaji Asari. That officer, that Stevie Wonder of Nigerian Army, would dare to say he will murder him. That he has been helping the Nigerian Army to combat bandits. Okay. I don't even think that is true, but that's not the first time that Alhaji Asari will lay claim to helping Nigerian army, Nigerian government to fight terrorists or banditry. It's not the first time. And in fact, he has claimed severally that Bcos gave him contracts. Under Bcos, he and his team, they have chased Fulani terrorists, Boko Haram, in Niger State, in Katsina, in Kaduna. I do not have any evidence of that. So probably you can say it is a covert operation. And you heard him there. That they have helped chase terrorists away and people have returned back to their farms. There is no evidence of that. The only evidence of Alhaji Asari's group is that since he has been since he was hobnobbing codedly with Bcos government, which he confessed to, that he befriended Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah, he befriended IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, just to kind of have a closer affinity to how, they are thinking or how they are moving, so that he could help in capturing Nnamdi Kanu. Something that he said it himself, that in fact, this one is also kind of like something other people have actually confirmed too, right? There was a time a delegation of supposed Nnamdi Kanu's representatives and others before the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, right? They met with Asari in Benin Republic. That was on record, right? Then Asari was always on Facebook, okay, tackling Bokwari, defending Nnamdi Kanu. Then all of a sudden, something just changed after Nnamdi Kanu got kidnapped in Kenya. So he started bragging about it. Like, I was instrumental to this. I was yeah. Then also, immediately after the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu, boom, unknown gunmen sprung up in the eastern part of Nigeria. They have actually linked to this Asari several times. He's bragged about it too, that he has a contract with Hopeless Uzodigba of Imo State. And he has killed many Igbos, many IPOB members. I've killed them. I've killed this and that. He brags about this a few times. That is why, if you want to get him upset, whenever he goes live on Facebook, go and check the comments and his own reaction to some of the comments. So I have no real record that Asari's mini army have been involved in chasing Fulani terrorists anywhere. I have not seen that. The Fulani terrorists, at least I have seen women, men protested in the Niger Delta region of Nigeria of the invasion of their farms, destruction of their farms, the killings of people in Niger Delta, Nigeria. Asari didn't provide security for his own people there. But codedly, he's been involved in so many other kind of shady arrangements with Bokwari, with Uzodimba, and others. So now that he's telling us for the 10th time that the Nigerian army should be grateful to him because he has helped in returning people back to their homes, I do not have that record. I hope it comes more clear now on that. Then he said, you see this bunkering, the reason why the Nigerian army don't like him is because of the bunkering. The bunkering in Niger Delta, stealing of Nigeria crude oil and all that, is being done mostly by the Nigerian army. Soldiers. Remember the time when they went on to go and kill the people of how did I forget the name now? You remember that time when they kind of said they killed soldiers in this part of Delta? And then the next thing, the Nigerian army, in order to cover up, they declared some people wanted, who are also like oil bunkers there. They declared them out. They said the villagers killed the soldiers, when in fact it was the bunkering versus bunkering, bunkerers versus bunkerers misunderstanding, that they shot and killed themselves, but they blamed the villagers. Okwama, God bless you, everybody. The Okwama people, remember that story? Meanwhile, it wasn't about the Okwama people. It was about the Nigerian soldiers, Nigerian army, versus the supposed crude oil bunkers in that area. But they went on to go and kill more than 200 people were slaughtered in days. Till now, the entire community has been razed down. Majority of them have left their place and they've become refugees elsewhere. Till now. So Asari said the reason why they hate him or they want to kill him is because of his expose. Listen now. And he said it was Tinubu that told him to go and do that press conference that he did inside the Asari Rock. And they have to remove all these soldiers, according to him.
He's not dead. The president that they talk about, when they talk to president, since they don't want, make we keep secret. The press conference, the president tell me to go talk to press.
Asawana.
He don't tell me to talk anything, but he say, talk to the press. Now I talk to the press. I talk to the press. If they ask me the root cause of bunkering for you, I don't know if it talk. The people when they do the bunkering, I don't know if it call them.
Why not? Why not?
So make I go there and say, nah, a job boys they do bunkering. Nah, Ikone boys they do bunkering. No, Goni boys they do bunkering. Now lie. Don't be job boys they do bunkering. All the bonfire depot there. Now people wait there for army. Now they pay them, then they go to the thing. They collect their home, they give the people peanuts. Everybody knows it. Because we are afraid. Because people are afraid, say they go do coup. You do coup.
So now he's talking about them doing coup. That they are threatening. So which means they are actually like threatening Tinubu with a coup. There are some of these things that the likes of Asari will help us know some because of his cho as usual. Okay? And Tinubu, they would rather trust warlords like that, militants or terrorists like that. We eventually probably turn them in a way that the Nigerian military, even if they are planning to overthrow Tinubu, the likes of Asari and others across Nigeria will be armed enough to stage what will be like a counter bloody fight back. It won't be protest or anything. It will just be these guys that will just say, if you plan any coup, fine. Just don't come to Lagos. Just don't come to this place. Just don't come to that place. Don't touch this. Don't come to Niger Delta, because they will be willing and ready to start their own little war. So with that, Tinubu, the druggie himself, probably is giving Asari the confidence that don't worry. They want to overthrow me, Abi. They are threatening me with a coup and coup and coup, Abi. Coup. If they try anything, all of you have to go ahead. All right? You know what to do. I don't know, I'm thinking so already. There's a caller on this platform, okay, that that have said that what he sees as the future of Nigeria is that where warlords will have to take different territories and they will lay claim to those territories when Nigeria finally go down. They will lay claim to those territories like you have them in Libya, where some areas, no touch, no go there. These areas, now Nigeria, they control them. Nigerian army control this part, or Nigerian government control this part, or whatever the government is. And the militants or the warlords are controlling this part. They have all the weapons. It's just to have them activated. And somebody like Tinubu and his gang, you either let them have their way, ruin you, destroy you as much as they want, or everybody go through the highway. I'll wait to see that. The last time Nigeria had a civil war, it was a genocidal war, a sort of a one-sided war against the people who wanted to leave the contraption at the time, and a gentleman agreement was reached to prevent any sort of a bloodletting or bloodshed. For power, ego, and other things that drove men, indeed, drove these men into a bloody genocide. The architect of that is Yakubu Golos. Yakubu Golos, a soldier from the Middle Belt part of Nigeria, was swung into power by the retaliatory coupists, Muritala and Co., Bokwari and others, who staged what they call the retaliatory coup, a murderous bloodshed at the time that saw to what is called the program program of the Igbos in Nigeria. So when they finally got that power, they created states in order to ensure, because that's one thing that Golos did. He said, if Ojukwu declares Biafra, he will declare core states. Here you get now. Core states were Calabar, Ogoja, and Rivers. So that he would then appoint his own sole administrators there to put an end to the regional system of government in Nigeria totally. He was just about 29, 30 years old young man at the time. And 9 years later, he was overthrown as the head of state of Nigeria. And since then, they forced the Igbos to stay and be part of Nigeria. They forced the eastern part of Nigeria to remain part of Nigeria, so that all of us can continue to enjoy this shege. Yakubu Golos turned 90 today, and he said there wouldn't have been any genocide against the Biafrans, the Easterners, between 1967 and 1970, if Ojukwu did not succeed or attempted to succeed, that is to break away from Nigeria. Now, one of the things they felt they did to force all of us to come and inherit this contraption today was that if Nigeria ever remains regional system, it gives rooms for any region to say, listen, we are done. We don't want to be part of this union anymore. So because of that, they decided to say this contraption is non-negotiable. It is not dissoluble. That is that it cannot be dissolved. Whatever it is that we are going through, we must all go through it together and die in it. Yakubu Golos is now a 90 years old man, and he said he has no regrets. And a lot of people today, like their elite is co-elite, they want to try to make us celebrate him. And I'm glad I will never be part of the generation that will celebrate a genocidist. It failed so woefully that when the Fulani terrorists decided to take over Nigeria in their jihad campaign, his own people were not spared too. Something that wouldn't have been possible if a regional system of government remained in place. For example, it would not be easier for some Fulanis from Sahel, to lay claim to any part of Nigeria simply because they believed it is meant to be the estate of their forefathers. Yeah, there are those who told them that Nigeria is their own. Every part of Nigeria. According to them, the jihad that they couldn't wield on the rest of the place called Nigeria today was finally settled for them by the British, who, according to them, make them born to rule. Born to rule. Really? And their forefather, the first terrorist in Nigeria, and that was Usman Dan Fodio, the grandfather or great-grandfather of the current Sultan of Sokoto, the first terrorist in Nigeria, somebody who came from the Sahel to Hausa land, this land up north. Take a look. It used to be the Hausa land when Usman Dan Fodio, a charm seller, who was teaching people Quranic studies at the time, now felt like the Hausas, they are not Islamic or not closer to Allah. And he decided to use those ones who were supposed to be the students of Islam, or his Islamic studies, to go after their supposed leaders. They slaughtered all of the Hausa rulers. And then they made him their Shehu, Sultan, which he actually rejected and made the son, his own first son, Bello, the Sultan of Sokoto, and make Sokoto the Caliphate, the headquarters of this region that they conquered. But he died when he tried to cross that yellow line to that blue line. The war the fight he had with the Jukums, the Beroms, the Baggies, and all these people in this blue side, saw to the death of that terrorist, Usman Dan Fodio. But he's a revered figure in Sharia North, the place of the murderers who made Yakubu Golos the president or head of state of Nigeria, and they removed him when they discovered that they've had enough of him. Well. The place they were planning to actually, the entire place they intend to capture includes all this land: Kambari, Igba, Nupe, Nibo, Yoruba, Igala, TV, Edo, Izon, Igbo. All this land until they will get to the Atlantic Ocean. See the Atlantic Ocean down bottom. That was where they said they were going to go and touch the Atlantic Ocean with their bloody sword. That means they must have killed as many as possible along the path. But they couldn't even pass this blue line before they were stopped. Then the British came, where they make them the rulers of the land politically. And Yakubu Golos, after he lost power, 40 years after, thereabout, 45 years after, the terrorists came back with that same entitlement. Nigeria was meant to be the estate of their forefathers. The land, every land in this place belongs to them. Buhari became president of Nigeria. And guess what? Buhari Buhari actually asked us our land or our lives. And because of this, he brought up different policies, right, that never saw the light of the day, including Ruga, for us to seize part of our land to appease this murderous Fulani terrorist. He didn't succeed. So when you talk about karma, sometimes I don't really think it exists, but sometimes I kind of feel like, well, maybe it does. It's just so unfortunate that Yakubu Golos had to live long to see the decimation, the destruction of this contraption, that he killed over 5 million people just to keep together. Because now, if you ask yourself, why did they actually stop the Igbos from living? For what? Just for all of us to be in this space?